For me, self-management is using my tools from my doctors to manage the condition on my own, making sure that I'm keeping an open line of communication with them. Any questions or concerns I have, I make sure that I express that to them as soon as possible. And doing what I have to do on my end to make sure that I'm, keeping at my end, making sure I'm taking my medications, making sure that I am eating the way I'm supposed to, exercising, and keeping my stress levels low.
Like, stay positive, stay focused. Yes, do what your doctor tells you, of course, but know that you don't have to do it like to the T, to what they say. See what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Make sure you're even a diary or a journal of what you eat, or of how you're feeling. Or I think that's going to help you, because when it comes to another flare, and let's say 3 months from now, right? It comes to a flare, you can look back at that journal and say, look, when I thought that couldn't go anymore, you read back, and then you see, and 3 months later, there you go, you have it again. You're like, I got through that, I can get it. Eating healthy, very healthy, and I can't say I exercise because I don't exercise, but exercise it is good. It does help, because even though you think, oh, the exercise is not going to help because of your achy joints, but it does actually. I've tried it. I'm just not the exercising type, but I've tried it, and I don't know.
To me, self-management means doing what's best for your body, doing what you feel you can handle. At the end of the day, the only person that knows what they can handle is themselves. So if you have, if you're on a lot of medications, which I was, I had to try to do what was best for me. For example, I was on 3,000 milligrams of Celsep, and that was messing with my stomach, like that amount of medication. And so I started taking 2,000. And when I talked to my doctor about it, she was not upset, but she said, okay, well, what do you think you can take if the 3,000 is too much? And I told her, well, I'm taking 2,000 right now. And she said, okay, well, let's just do that for now, and we'll see how it goes. And if your blood test comes out normal and you're still doing okay on the 2, then we can just leave it at 2. So for me, self-managing means you have to do what's best for you.
For me, self-management would be accountability for the things I can control day to day, as far as dealing with the disease day to day. It's a mystery, or what we call a mystery disease. You don't know how it's going to affect you day to day. But as I started to research, started to talk with my doctors, things like stress trigger it. Your diet can trigger what they call flare-ups that we have. Exercise helps.
I think it's really important because your doctors are only going to be able to do so much. They can give you the advice that you need and the medications and everything, but you have to have that responsibility on your end in order to make sure that you're following what they say. So everything as far as keeping up with my dietary restrictions, if I have any, or exercise or medications, that's all my responsibility. So it's important for me to make sure that I'm keeping up with those things so that the condition stays under control.
It's important to self-manage because you have to understand the end result if you don't. The end result is important. It doesn't scare you, but it heightens your awareness. You know, like anything, if failure to do this could result in this. And that's how I look at it sometimes. And like I said, sometimes I haven't in the past taken my medication. Even if I don't self-reflect, my doctor will help me self-reflect on why I should. Like I said, it's just really no choice. You can't navigate around it. I can't decide the medicine that I take for my kidneys. I can't decide I don't want to take it. Well, I can, but also then I have to be okay with the possibility of my kidneys failing me. And I don't want that. So that trigger and that result alone is all the more reason you should. I mean, there's no other result come from it if you don't take the medicine.